What can you when you fall in love with your ex-boyfriend's best friend? And he does too. My ex-fiancé, Dan, 28, and I, 27, were together for 8 years. We met in college, built a life together, got engaged, and even moved to a new state for his job. We shared 2 cats, mutual friends, and what I thought would be forever. But somewhere along the way, his feelings faded. He didn't tell me for a long time. He said he didn't want to hurt me, that I was the only stable thing in his life when everything else felt uncertain. Eventually, though, the truth came out. He didn't see a future with me. We spent the last year trying to fix things, but the love was gone, at least on his end. When our lease ended 4 months ago, we officially broke up. It wasn't messy, no cheating, no big betrayal, just the quiet grief of realizing that someone who once felt like home no longer did. Dan moved out first, and I stayed behind in the city he'd brought me to, surrounded by all our memories. What surprised me most wasn't how much I missed him, but how much I missed our life. The apartment, our cats, our routines, it all felt like watching a movie of someone else's life. The only person who really checked in on me was Dan's best friend, Luke, 29M. He and Dan had been friends since childhood, and the 3 of us were always together. Dan and I used to joke that Luke was our kid because we did everything as a trio. Luke was kind, funny, and steady, the type of person who made everyone around him feel at ease. After the breakup, Luke was there when no one else was. He didn't trash Dan or tell me what happened behind the scenes. He just listened and helped me find my footing again. He reminded me that I still had value outside of being Dan's fiancé. Over time, our friendship started to shift. The connection that had always been there started to deepen, slowly, naturally, and without any overlap. One night, we crossed the line from friendship to something more. It wasn't planned, but it felt right. Luke was racked with guilt. He loved Dan like a brother and knew what this would look like. I was scared too, scared of judgment, of people thinking this was revenge or desperation. So we kept things secret for months, just trying to figure out if what we had was real. And it is. We make sense in ways I never expected. But when Dan found out, he exploded. He didn't blame me as much as he blamed Luke. He called him a traitor, said he could never forgive him, and immediately cut us both off. Then the dominoes fell. Our entire shared friend group sided with Dan. They stopped responding to me and Luke altogether. No one asked for the timeline. No one cared that Luke and I hadn't betrayed anyone. It hurts to see people I've known for years look at me like I'm the villain in a story I didn't even write. It feels unfair that Dan falling out of love with me quietly over years is forgivable, but Luke and I finding real love in the aftermath is unforgivable. I love Luke. He's my best friend and my partner in every sense. But I can't help but wonder if this rift, losing Dan, losing all those mutual friends, will haunt us forever. So now I'm stuck wondering, is there any way to repair the situation, or do we just have to accept that sometimes love costs you everything you used to know?